All right, today we're going to be installing an aftermarket trailer hitch. I've got this. It's from Kurt. Oh, you can't see the logo on the box here. It's from Kurt. Not sponsored, but I got this off of Amazon for like 150 bucks. So pretty excited about that. Good price point. Looks like it installs with only 4 bolts. You can see I got some C-clamps here. I'll show you what I'm going to use those for. And I've got my impact gun there. If you don't have one of those, you can probably just use a breaker bar. As long as you have the right size 1/2-inch socket, you should be able to get the job done with that. But because I understand those bolts are pretty tight, but I've got the impact, so I might as well use it. All right, underneath the truck, we're going to be using the factory bolts. They're right there on the passenger side. There's the driver's side. But when we take those bolts out, it's the same bolts that hold the rear bumper up, and we don't want that falling down and us trying to juggle it since I'm working by myself. So I've got the C-clamps, and you can see there's a tab right there on the side with no bolt through it. And the same thing on this side. So I'm going to use the C-clamps, and you'll see I'll just C-clamp those tabs together, and that will hold it up while I'm putting the bolts back in for the trailer hitch. All right, I've got my C-clamps installed on both sides, and now I'm going to remove these bolts, and those are going to be a 21mm socket. I've got the bolts out. They're pretty beefy. I like the size of them. And the thickness that we're adding is only about 1/4 of an inch here, so that's why we can still use the factory bolts, because they're so long. They were very, very tight. It took a lot of ugga-duggas to get them off, so hopefully if you don't have an impact gun, you at least have a decent length breaker bar in order to get those loose. All right, we've got the factory bolts back in. Because most of the weight is towards the back side of the hitch because of just the receiver that sticks out and stuff. What I did was I started with this bolt so that it wasn't by this one and kind of like hanging down. So I torqued this one up first on both sides, and then I did the rear on both sides. And that worked out well. Now I got to remove these C-clamps, and we're almost done. There's just one more thing. All right, that's what she looks like now installed from the back. I like how it kind of sits up underneath there, so really all you see is the receiver. Very nice. So the last thing we got to do is put a hitch ball on there. And I've got this one also from Amazon. I'll link it below. It's got 3 different ball sizes, and it's got an off-road hook that might come in handy down on the beach. Hopefully I don't get stuck, knock on wood. But I'm going to slide this in, and I'll show you real quick what it looks like. All right, that's what she looks like installed. I like that the pin comes with a lock on it. So it has that high security style lock, and it has a little rubber gasket cover that goes over the top to protect that keyhole. So good anti-theft there. But yeah, I like the way this looks on the back of the truck, and hopefully we'll get a chance to tow something soon. All right, that's all I got on this project. I will see you guys on the next one. Actually, I got a little bonus footage for you. I've got these. I didn't want to make a whole video out of them, but these are these little rubber Aftermarket, and they cover the ends of the frame there, or whatever you call that tubular piece of frame, because it's completely hollow all the way through, and you don't want sand and mud and stuff to get in there to hold moisture for corrosion and everything. So these are like 15 bucks. One of them is slightly smaller, and that one's for the driver's side. I don't know why they're different sizes, but it kind of gives a more clean look. Here, I'll show you on the other side without it installed. So that's what it looks like without the cover installed, and you can see that a lot of stuff can get in there. So it just pushes in. And it says watertight. I don't know if it's watertight, but it's definitely enough to keep debris and sand out, so which is what I was worried about. So we'll see you guys on the next one.